up in the sky, in the sky. And rainbow side to side.
Hello and welcome to Sporting Brunch with Callum Byrne, Tom Fenton, James Phillips and Cameron O'Neill. Episode 11, Trials and Tribulations. Coming up, we discuss the football action and the transfer gossip as we preview the World Cup.
Come on, England!
Okay, we look at the Canadian Grand Prix, plug, mug and quote of the week. We review the French Open at Roland Garros, and we look back at the finale of the Aviva Premiership Rugby and England versus New Zealand, and we'll have our games to end.
And we invite the whole world to play. It's your world, my world, our world today. And we invite the whole world to play. En mi mundo, tu mundo, el mundo de nosotros.
Download us on iTunes and check us out on Twitter at sporting_brunch. Hello and welcome to Sporting Brunch, episode 11, Trials and Tribulations. Hello, I'm Callum Byrne. My Twitter handle is at Mr. F1_radio, and my co-hosts in this week again are
Tom Fenton 11 on Twitter.
James Phillips at Jamie James on Twitter.
Bit louder, James.
Cameron O'Neill at Cameron O'Neill 1 on Twitter.
Sound a bit dreary.
Thanks, guys. So we're going to dive straight in with the football action.
Yeah,
Do you want to just review the Champions League final and the playoffs first?
I think that's too long ago to be. I think we're all ready for the World Cup. And
Okay, do you want to go with transfer gossip then?
yeah, I'll go for some of the deals that have gone through.
So we start with Ricky Lambert going to Liverpool for £4 million.
Yeah, well, like I said to you earlier, I think it is a really good move. He's delighted. Liverpool are delighted. He's going to be a bit part player, obviously, but if he gets maybe 8 goals next season, job done.
I don't think it's
£4 million, jobs are good.
I know his age is probably against him, and that these opportunities don't come around very often. You have to take them. But in terms of a playing point of view, it's not a great move.
No, for him it's ideal. He's so happy right now. He can't even complain.
But he'd start every week at Southampton.
But it'll prolong his career.
Yeah, it's his last big move. It's a Liverpool Football Club.
He could stay for 4 years, to be fair, at maximum. If he stays at this level, playing a little less football.
He'll play at least 10 games this season. Maybe 12, 13. You never know. So we'll see.
It's not a lot.
If Sturridge or Suarez gets injured, he's in there. So
yeah, I suppose you do need someone better than Aspas.
Of course, and Barini. Barini's okay, but
Barini will be good for you.
He's not as good as Lambert. Lambert will be very good in my opinion.
Yeah, he's still a developing player though.
Yeah, of course.
Any other transfer gossip, guys?
Emre Can. Yeah.
Oh, great move. Honestly, this guy's a new Bastian Schweinsteiger. He can go forward. He's brilliant defensively. He's about 6'5". He's a monster. He plays a bit like he looks like Yaya Toure, but he's a beast. He's the complete midfielder, and he's 20 years old. £9 million,
So he's not
absolute
because he's
bargain.
20.
But he would no for his age. He's as good to complete as you can get. He's going to grow to a great player. As I say, he's got all the physical attributes. If he gets better technically, he'll be a top player. Great deal.
We're not going to talk about Villa's transfer gossip because I don't want to talk about.
Will he play centre off anybody?
Oh,
What a move, James.
it's a classic Paul Lambert
I
signing,
have
isn't it?
nothing to say.
No, I want to mention one transfer, confirmed transfer on the
Lewis
continent.
Graven? Oh.
No, please don't. No,
Ciro Immobile?
Immobile to Borussia Dortmund for me will be better than Lewandowski. You heard that here first, folks.
Because they lost him
Better
to
than
Bayern
Lewandowski.
Munich.
I know, but this new guy, this Italian guy, he's going to be so good. He's physical. He scored a hat-trick against Fluminense the other night. I think he's going to be brilliant. Pushing Balotelli in the World Cup as well. So
Dortmund have got to be careful that they don't lose people like Royce, Hummels.
yeah,
Mkhitaryan.
Mkhitaryan may be going to Liverpool. There's been rumours about that, but I think Mkhitaryan will go because
And Aubameyang as well.
Aubameyang.
Aubameyang. Who's that?
You get confused with the Braniac.
I'll confuse him with that. Is it Aubameyang at Portsmouth?
What?
Agimang, Patrick Agimang.
Gonna say.
Sorry, guys. For transfers, there's not too many other
There's
major ones that have gone through.
There's rumours of Shaw and Lallana going to Man U and
Diego
Liverpool.
Costa's gone to Chelsea.
Oh,
what
yeah,
do we think?
he's
There's 2 million.
I mean, he could
I'm
be a
surprised he's
one-season
gone
wonder.
though, since
I
he's
think
just won La Liga.
I think he's just a one-season wonder.
Yeah,
really.
I think
Yeah.
it could be.
He's going to fade.
To me, Chelsea should have got Rooney years ago and converted him into the world beater that he should have been. But
I think that would have been a great move to be
and
honest.
and doesn't warrant a place in the England team. But
okay, well, I've got to ask you about England. And
Speaking of Rooney, let's look at the World Cup.
well, let's look at England's chances first. I
Well,
mean,
they've
they don't
just
exist.
Slim to none.
No, see, I'm an optimist. I'm an eternal optimist, and I just
Well,
think
you're
We won't beat Costa Rica.
Well, I got called a tit there, folks. No need for that. I mean,
Costa
We
Rica are
apologise for the
we're
language.
certainly going to get a draw against England.
yeah, I think Costa Rica might do well against us.
Keelan Navas, the world's most underrated goalkeeper.
But for me, the Italian games where we can get through, because I'm thinking 70 minutes, both sides will play defensively in a heat, no doubt about it. So we bring on last 20 minutes, and we bring on Sterling, Ricky Lambert, and Barkley, and those players can win games. All of those
Because
players
players
can win.
like Rooney and Gerrard can't.
Yeah,
Just
they're
saying.
good starters. You know what I mean? You got to
They're
have them in there
not.
because they're world class.
They're
But-
distinctly mediocre for club and country.
Yeah, of course. No, not for club, mate. He was in the team of the year. Gerrard was.
I'm not interested.
Yeah, but let's face it, Team
So
of the
is
Year means
Hazard.
nothing. Petr Cech should not have been goalkeeper of the year, and it says a lot.
Yeah, Marshall.
And
is it
it's
Marshall?
David
Yeah,
Marshall.
David Marshall.
But no, I think
David Marshall was goalie of the year.
I think
England-
Chesney should have been up there.
This is about the World Cup, folks. And I think England quarterfinals will beat the Italians. Maybe
Third
even
place
beat
or
Uruguay.
fourth place in the group.
No chance.
I'm going to go third because that's a lot of people are predicting third.
Costa Rica
Yeah.
to win 2-1 against England and Belarus.
Right, yeah, this guy, folks,
100%.
has got
Uruguay.
Costa Rica to go through, so don't believe a word he says.
Uruguay to top the group.
No chance.
It's going to happen.
The thing is, this World Cup is going to be a good World Cup for the South American teams.
Yeah,
like
no doubt,
Argentina,
no doubt.
Brazil. They're
And-
going to be
Only good
but
for
and-
Argentina though if
Colombia.
Messi
But
fires.
yeah, for me, Colombia and Chile are the two surprise
Ecuador.
packages. They're going to do well, Colombia and Chile.
Ecuador.
Ecuador as
Maybe,
well, yeah.
perhaps, but the team's not good enough for me, Ecuador.
Nah, I'm backing the Germans all the way.
No chance.
Again.
No, not in
Germany
the
and
heat.
Argentina to do
Not in the
well.
heat, no.
Yeah.
In fact, you
it's
can
good.
check out our WordPress site, thesportingbrunch.wordpress.com, where I'll upload all my predictions. You've got the
You'll love
sort of
folks.
outside shouts for the Golden Boot and Unsung Heroes as well.
It's golden comedy because he has Ron Vlaar for potential star of the tournament. I mean,
Hey,
it's
don't
true.
diss the Villa players here, guys. I've
It's
got him in
true.
my fantasy team.
no chance.
If Holland play the back five they're going to,
They'll be out in the first round.
well, he's 29, Paul Verhey's 30. The other players there are 20, 22, 22, 22 and 24.
They're going to do awful.
To
Holland
be
are
fair
not a
though,
good
Vlaar knows how to carry a team.
He
Just
he's
carried
gonna
a
have
Villa
to.
for
team.
two
Holland are a
seasons.
He's gonna
two-man
have
team. They got Robin, they got Van Persie, and they're both past it, past the peak. Anyway.
Robin and Schneider, they're
Schneider.
terrible players in my opinion.
Yeah, Schneider's not going to be. As
Dirk
good
Kuyt
this
shouldn't
season.
be there.
No
Is he
chance.
still in the squad?
Yeah.
Yes.
Looking
No,
forward to see what Jeremiah Lentz can bring to the party though. 'Cause
Yeah, he can. He's got a trick up his sleeve. He's got a bit of
I think
talent,
one of the-
something different.
One of the big things though with this World Cup is how many players are injured. Frank Ribery, back injury. Marco Royce, I don't know what's happened to Royce, but I know he's
yeah,
injured.
he's out there.
Ligament. No,
Uh,
the ligament.
Benteke's
Oxlade-Chamberlain, of
Benteke's
course.
out.
Well, he should be back. But yeah, but this is the thing, right? Suarez. I know he's an injured.
Suarez was nearly out
I
as
know
well.
he's an injured, but people are saying
Falcao.
Falcao's out, yeah.
About Suarez, people are saying he's going to be like injured, but he'll be back. But I don't think he'll be match fit. And if he's not match fit, he won't be his best. That's my argument.
He's the only thing that Uruguay have really got.
That's what I'm saying.
But they've got
So
Cavani as well.
If he isn't on it,
Godin,
they're not going to go
Edigio,
through.
Arevalo, Rios.
And Cavani.
Rios is awful.
He absolutely organises that midfield. He's crucial.
Nah.
Alvaro Pereira, Christian
Their
Rodriguez,
midfield is poor. let's be
Maxi
honest.
Pereira.
Is Tevez
Sebastian
in the
Vieira.
Argentinian squad?
No.
Who?
He had
Tevez.
a spat with the manager about 3 years ago. Hasn't played since. The front three is going to be Messi, Aguero, and Higuain though.
Higuain.
With
Di Maria on the wing.
If they play Higuain,
Empoli
they're
as
out.
well.
They're not going to win that because
Why?
Higuain now is overrated.
Anyone here behind the World Cup game?
Of course it.
Oh, you idiot!
Why?
You idiot!
So every time there was World Cup, I
Have
to
you
buy
got
it.
FIFA 14?
Yeah.
What
don't
is it?
dare.
It's already on FIFA 14.
No, Ultimate Team is.
No, why have you
Yeah.
wasted like 50 quid on it?
I spent
Mug of the week, there you go.
£32
£32 actually, and no,
On to-
no.
and that makes it
Since
all better.
2002, I bought every FIFA game, World Cup game, because I just love the World Cup's the biggest spectacle in the world.
Just so you can play as San Marino, isn't it?
No, Wales.
Moving on from that.
Wales rated at 86 and
Ramsey.
Ramsey's rated like 82, so you got a nice partnership up front.
You're an idiot.
On to the more important events of the footballing world. Soccer Aid was last night.
That was no, it was
Jaap
awful.
Stam still showing that he's got it at about 43. An unbelievable player, the Iceman.
Not bothered about
He's
soccer.
gonna
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched the greatest F1 race since Bahrain. Actually, this.
I'd say it was better than, but I said it's.
Oh, you reckon?
I think it's up there with Canada 2011.
If Hamilton wouldn't have gone out, yes, but I'm a big Hamilton fan, so I have to say, dragged it down a little
Nothing
bit.
like a partisan crowd.
Indeed.
No, we've got to look at the Canadian Grand Prix where Daniel Ricciardo, just like Lewis Hamilton and Robert Kubica, took his maiden win in Formula One in exceptional circumstances. It has to be said.
I mean,
Mercedes threw it away.
It was a crazy race. I want to find out what this problem was that Mercedes had.
Oh, it was a KERS failure, MGU failure.
Oh, well, there you go. Then I mean,
and then the brake by wire failed. That's why they were using the hydraulic link on the brakes, and that's why they had to. That's why Lewis's rear brakes went.
you know what's please no.
Callum, have you
please.
ever thought of being a mechanic and just boring your clients to paying for stuff work they don't need doing?
Have you heard Ted Kravitz talk about mechanics? It is the dullest thing.
I love Ted Kravitz, but he can't make it simple enough, can he?
No, you know what I'm thinking? Right, 1988 was it 88 or 89 when McLaren won like every race by one?
88.
The similarities are so uncanny. Like, every race bar one in '88. Yeah, I think this is a race that the one race that Mercedes don't win.
See, had Mercedes have got a 1-2 here, like they really should have got, they would have made Formula One history. They'd have been the first team to get 6 consecutive 1-2 since it began. And
yeah, because I think that McLaren team, like the 5th race in, mate, was it? Like,
something like that.
A Ferrari won the race. A big surprise there. Ricciardo wins the race this time out. I think it's so similar. That season to this season, it's like deja vu. I love it.
And we saw a massive crash at the end of the race between Sergio Perez and Felipe Massa.
No, I know I shouldn't.
Sebastian Vettel, you are a very lucky boy,
Yeah,
mate.
he could have been seriously injured, but I know people shouldn't like crashes, but I've missed big crashes in F1. There hasn't been a big crash in a while, and that was kind of like,
Well, since probably Belgium 2012 when Romain Grosjean
yeah, that was just like
decimated
suicidal.
the
Yeah, I
field.
mean that was just Alonso could have.
Hamilton and then just caused cars to fly everywhere.
Alonso was that close to being decapitated, like literally. His head could have come clean off.
Yeah.
So I mean, you got lucky.
I saw the Marussia crash, and that was absolutely.
That Marussia just fell apart.
Yeah, it was just
fell apart.
So
wheels everywhere.
Both Marussias crashed. Both Lotuses has had
Bodywork failures. Yeah.
A Williams and a
got the
Force
list
India
here.
are all out.
There was, quite funny. Sergio Perez and Felipe Massa did not finish the race. They still get classified ahead of Adrian Sutil.
The Sauber is ridiculously poor. It is painfully awful, man. I don't like Sauber anyway, but I want to see it be more competitive. You know what I mean? It's like,
well, I think they're getting. Jay,
that is absolutely
ripper.
I'm out.
Sauber are getting done for having.
We can only apologise.
Sauber getting done for having a poor drive line. Where do you expect to go with Esteban Gutierrez and Adrian Sutil?
I said at the start of the season they made the biggest mistake out of anyone. Why don't they just get Paul de Resta in?
Well,
Seriously,
they've got
just
Guido
get Paul de
van der
Resta.
Garde there as well. I really
James
rate
is
Van
happy
der
now.
Garde.
You mentioned Paul de Resta.
Ridiculous. I mean,
Now James is the de Resta fan.
everyone knows that Gutierrez and Sutil are not good drivers.
I know.
Everyone knows that.
Why? Well, what the hell happened with that Sergio
But
Perez?
Jenson Button got a really good result though in 4th place.
Yeah, he did.
That was probably his best one this year, possibly.
It's his second best.
Second
He
best.
got the podium.
He got a podium in Australia.
Well, not
with,
the official podium. But
We really got it with Ricardo's DSQ.
But I think that I still want to know what happened fully with the Sergio Perez Massa crash.
Well, I think Perez braked a bit early, didn't he? And it's
Perez
into the back a bit.
Perez moved over to the left with the slightest tweak.
Yeah.
And Massa
just flies straight to the side of him, doesn't look.
If you look on the helicopter shot, Vettel is on the racing line. Perez is just off the racing line when contact is made.
Yeah.
But then it's when you.
But I think Perez was making a lunge at Vettel because the only reason he'd pull out is to have a go into the inside.
I think he
was going for a banzai.
If that overtake had been successful, I think it would have been a nice overtake to get.
I loved
around him.
Ricardo's overtake though. Ricardo's overtake on Perez.
Yeah,
on
very
the
nice.
grass.
Yeah.
Grass tyres.
Very good.
So
But
big surprise. Pastor Maldonado didn't crash.
Yeah,
Wow.
bodywork failure.
Bodywork failure instead.
The Lotus is all over the place.
Oh, I know.
Isn't this a common feature with Lotus? They always end up having
Every race.
Every
yeah.
race.
And
something
but
goes wrong.
Predictions then for Austria next time out.
Nico Rosberg's going to win.
Rosberg. I can't see past Rosberg.
I want Hamilton to win.
Daniel Kvyat. Might as well
I know,
be.
yeah.
Only you, James.
Only James. Anyway, yeah. So
If he did win it though, who would
yeah.
think Pastor Maldonado would have won that race? He won whenever.
yeah,
In 2012.
Spain.
Yeah.
Whenever.
And Vettel in the Toro Rosso.
That's the
Plug of the week, guys. Who's going to start us off?
How about you?
Okay,
How about plug your Mercedes jacket?
I'm torn between two, but I'm going to plug pre-orders Alistair Griffin's new album From Nowhere.
I'm going to plug the World Cup game because it is genuinely a good game. So, yeah, I mean, it's worth the money in my opinion.
This Alistair Griffin album, I've pre-ordered it, £12, signed copy.
Oh,
You've
wow.
had your
Right.
time, thank you.
James, go
I'm
for
going
it.
to plug Kasabian's new album,
Oh, no.
4813.
It's dreadful.
If you haven't heard it enough already.
It's dreadful. Yeah, oh,
Cameron,
advertised
I'm
there.
going to plug Callum's Mercedes jacket that appears to just be grey with a bit of green.
Yeah,
No, it's
essentially,
that,
yes.
it's that Patronus green. Speaking of that, Nico Rosberg's gloves are horrific.
Of course.
Isn't it Hamilton's got a watch shape on them?
They've
as
both
well?
got, and then they've got a picture of a watch on.
Hamilton's
a picture
boots
of
are
a
swag, man. His white boots, they are swag. I'm telling you.
Don't say that word.
Anyone got
Don't say that word.
Has anyone got a quote of the week?
Oh no, I didn't get
Tom,
one.
I've got
That's swag. That's swag.
But yeah, okay.
I've
Don't
got
bring it up.
Ricardo crying on the team radio and going, "Wow."
Oh yeah, that was a brilliant moment. Give me a minute. I might come back to that one because I might try and think of one.
Anyone else?
I haven't got a...
Tennis.
Not the
Nadal.
sausage.
Is it?
Nadal won the French Open
This is
yesterday,
woeful,
beating
guys.
Novak Djokovic in 4 sets.
Turd. And Sharapova
Why
in
are
the
you
women's
so?
game
Why
as
are you
well.
so anti-Nadal? He's a
He's
great
just-
player. He's a great friend of Murray.
But
And he's brilliant on clay. He's the master of clay.
he's so
Right.
superstitious, it's painfully annoying.
So?
He does not have. He doesn't bring that. Okay, other than his ground strokes, like his serve is not powerful. Some players should be able to just serve him off the court. It's just a fact, and he's just such a one-dimensional player. All he ever does is just play these constant ground strokes.
No, I'm not having you have
He's
a go
just-
at Nadal.
He's so painfully dull to watch. He exceeds the time limits.
Yeah, he does.
He's
yeah.
just a
Yeah,
disgrace.
but at
to be
least
honest,
makes the atmosphere a bit more noisy.
I don't care. I'd much rather be
That
watching
was
Gail.
Sharapova that does
Oh,
that.
well, imagine Sharapova v Nadal.
I'd much rather watch Gail Monfils
James,
and Dustin
yeah,
Brown.
I was
than,
so disappointed when Andy Murray won because I love Monfils. So Andy Murray did not deserve to win that game.
For me, tennis
Are
is
you
about
just anti-Andy Murray
entertainment.
because you're waiting for Scotland to vote in?
Yeah.
You know what? If they vote out, then yeah.
We're not
he's a
talking
job.
about politics.
And I
No,
don't
we're
want
trying
him to
not
be
to.
British. No, but I love Monfils, so I wanted Monfils. to go.
Speaking of Andy Murray, he's got a new coach.
yeah.
He's the first
French.
female.
First female coach of a male player.
Yeah, and I don't really know why the media are making such a big thing out of it.
Because the
Because
media is
he's
still
female.
institutionally sexist, aren't they? The media are. On a whole, let's get it right. You know what I mean?
Bringing in the media knowledge.
No, but yeah, but look at like the way the Sun are and stuff.
medium,
with the
wouldn't
football. Like, oh, Wag's coming to Brazil. End of England's tournament. It's like no, they're just women. They're not going to start going there and flirting with them or
Well,
Cassano.
giving lap dances and that. What? Cassano?
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, read the tales online.
Maybe not a story for the podcast.
I mean, Ernest Gulbis, back to the tennis. Gulbis did incredibly well, you know. His father's one of the richest men in Latvia, and he's a privileged guy, but it meant so much to him to be in the semi-final. And even going out to Djokovic, he still put up an incredible fight, and I'd much rather see him win than Nadal, to be honest, because he's got a bit of personality.
fair enough. I mean, but I still like watching Nadal. And I still like watching Murray and Nadal.
And he doesn't
play.
like an oily gypsy either. But
I think this is a good place to end it there. We're going to look at the England versus New Zealand and the
Yeah.
and the climatic end of the
Oh,
Aviva
God.
Premiership Rugby.
Oh, my
Cameron,
Climatic, I like that.
What's that final was possibly the best final I've ever seen.
didn't it go to the first one to go to extra
First
time?
time it's ever gone to extra time.
I'd love this in like
I am-
in,
Should've gone to the
in
goal
like
to goal.
the, in the
No,
in,
it should not have gone for the goal to goal. That would have ruined the game.
I love that.
Absolute tosspot.
I love this though. If they had this in the Barclays Premier League, where the top four then compete to win,
Yeah.
and then you might not have Man City.
it's
to-
unfair, though. It's unfair.
It's not unfair.
No,
No,
because
it is kind of unfair. One game, I mean.
in theory, let's say if the...
It's like the playoffs. You can say the playoffs are unfair.
But even like the Premier League, if that would have been even more level in the middle, say all the teams like Newcastle, Everton, all these teams got around 50 points, which is possible, and the top three teams exceed getting sort of around the 90 to 100 point mark, then in theory you've got three teams on 90 points and one that's got about 50 points. It's totally unfair that a team that is underachieved by about half compared to the other three teams is even in contention for the title.
Four.
It's 4. But Cameron, I bet you were very happy that Saracens didn't win.
No, I'm actually surprised because I mean Saracens had just I wasn't surprised actually because Saracens just played Toulon and lost in the Heineken Cup,
And if they lose in the that's a little bit
and
like
then they lost, and then when they came here and played Northampton,
their
in
season
Twickenham,
went pear-shaped then.
they just went
right
downhill.
at the end.
The things that I don't, but it doesn't matter if you can spec. Yes, they may be the Man City of the rugby world, but they don't. Just because you have all these money, all these facilities, doesn't make you a quality team.
sure,
Just because
yeah,
you buy
sure.
quality players doesn't make you a quality. Doesn't.
Well, they've
mean
got to gel
the
properly,
team's
haven't
good.
they?
That's
And
like
if you
Man
look
City
at-
in the
if
early
you look-
days, isn't it?
If you look at Tottenham this season, the players just didn't gel.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no. The Saracens team gel really well together. But it's just they spend. I think the owners are focusing too much on buying them all these extra facilities.
Yeah, but the thing
when
is,
they need to focus on training as a team, as a unit, and playing attacking and defensive.
But Toulon made it work, didn't they? Toulon did.
Toulon always make things work.
But if you got the money, you can use it efficiently if you get them to gel better, and you don't just go out and buy 20 players and just try and throw them together.
I know where you're coming from, and I can see what you mean. But it's a good idea to do it, but do it selectively. I mean, you look at Stuart Lancaster's decision for the New Zealand tour. Half the teams were made up with Leicester Tigers players and Harlequins, with a couple of Bath and Northampton thrown in for the mix.
Did Courtney Laws play against New Zealand?
No, Cipriani did.
Did he?
Cipriani, yeah, he's back.
Wow. He's in the squad, isn't he? Yeah, I didn't know if he played there.
Now, moving on to the New Zealand-England game.
Didn't England get hammered again?
We did not get hammered.
No, it wasn't hammered.
Callum,
we lost, didn't we?
We lost by 5 points. That doesn't really mean anything. The game itself, you're playing at Eden Park against New Zealand.
And to be fair to New Zealand, the hacker already gives them 3 points.
In all fairness, yeah, they do just use. In all fairness, I think that does get quite tedious. If you're a team that plays, if you're supposed to be a good team, you don't need to psych yourselves up and to psych out your opponent like that. Then it just doesn't make any sense. Yes, I know it's a ceremony, and yes, I know it's a tradition, but it does get quite annoying watching. It's good to watch, but it does get
James,
quite
what are the
boring.
results in your jacket for?
Yeah, what is that?
The 1982 World Cup, which Italy won, of course.
Oh, is that all their games?
Paolo Rossi, one of the greatest players in Italian history.
But yeah.
Anyway,
Tries for that game the only new try came from New Zealand player Smith, and the penalties came from Cruden, and there were 5 of them, which explains the 20 points. And then the penalties for the England team, 4 off Freddie Burns, I believe, and 1 off Danny Cipriani.
Mug of the week, then, guys. I'm going to start off. Tom, you mug of the week.
£32. That's a bargain.
No, not having it. It's a waste of money.
It's a brilliant game. It's not a waste of money. Okay. Mine is very clear cut. Nico Bloody Rosberg. Typical German tactics, typical German cheating. Just like 2010 in the World Cup.
That's
just
not
like Sebastian Vettel. Here it is.
The Germans didn't cheat.
Oh, and Neuer didn't go. No goal. He could have just said it's a blatant. He did.
Yeah, but come on, Tom, you'd have done the exact same thing.
Yeah, you know I would have done the same thing, but
as far as he didn't cheat.
He goes cannibalistic on it.
No.
Point being, right, no football talk, right. Point being, Nico Rosberg cheated and he didn't give the pace back. I mean, he didn't close the gap.
I'm sure Lewis has never done a similar thing.
Not this season.
Not this season.
But Karma will get Rosberg in the end because he also cheated in Monaco, so definite
We're going to go back to this Monaco incident because
Mug of the last 3 weeks.
That was a blatant manoeuvre.
He's completely blatant. He's so bloody engrossed in this battle that he's losing his friendship. He's losing respect. I used to have a lot of respect for Nico Rosberg.
He's doing a Vettel.
He is because he's German.
No, everyone liked Vettel when he first came.
I'm just going to put it out there to all our German listeners. We are not being racist.
I absolutely adore your country.
No, I appreciate.
Well, me and James are supporting your World Cup country. So.
I like the efficiency. I like Germans in football. Germany in football are brilliant. But
unless you're playing against them because you're.
Yeah, but the F1 drivers are pretty.
Nico Hulkenberg.
Timo Glock.
He'll turn in the end. Come on.
Nah, don't go against Hawk, man.
Okay, well the good ones are pretty,
Adrian
I think that.
Oh God, no, not Sutil.
He's a dirtbag, and he's Sutil.
Right.
James, your mug of the week.
Nobody.
My mug of the week. Callum for spending £70 on a Mercedes jacket.
Jeez.
It's your plug of the week. How can you then be your mug of the week?
Yeah, you can't
I'm plugging it and mugging it. Yeah, you can.
I left my list out then.
Right, we're going to move on to the game. Which one we're playing? Guess who first?
It's not guess who. It's a notepad game.
Let's guess it.
Oh, I'm doing it. Oh man, it's the last 4 World Cups, not the last 3.
You
I've got
pansy.
2002 World Cup in there.
Pansy.
Can I clarify what you're going to say right now?
Just leave the room. Shut up, James.
What?
Right, we're gonna give James the game.
No, whoa. I'm not doing this game. Why is he doing? Okay,
We're doing this one first.
Okay, can I
And if we've got time, we'll do
Can I
that.
think of an old football player? Because he's going to get them all.
Go away, James.
I've got to think of an old football player. No, it's football.
It's World Cup. It's World Cup.
It's World Cup. Yes.
Pele.
No, it's too easy. I'll give him a.
Eusebian. We need someone that the listeners know, not like Richie
Eusebian.
Gray.
That's too easy for him. James gets it all. I'll get Gary Lineker.
Nah,
Listen. Glenn Hoddle. Okay. No, Chris Waddle.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one.
Okay, listen.
So, just to confirm,
Chris Waddle. Why did you suddenly get quieter?
Because I know James will listen. Come on, James!
James, come back.
I was going to throw something at him.
Oh, mate, that's not mine.
What are you going to throw?
I don't know.
Phone case.
I was going to throw my phone and I thought that's not a good idea.
Hold on a minute, here we go. I can't put it on your hair. Right then, James. Hit.
Am I a player at the World Cup?
Hold on, you might want to put it back
Yeah.
on a minute.
What?
Yes, you are a player in the World
Okay.
Cup.
Not,
No, wait. You have played in the World Cup, yes.
Have I played since the turn of the century or millennium?
You have not?
Am I Roger Miller?
No.
That's thrown out there. Did I play? Is there like a particular moment associated with me?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Am I
Definitely.
Escobar?
No, you are not.
Did I play for England?
Yes.
Am I Paul Gascoigne?
Nope.
No.
Gary Lineker?
No.
No.
Give a specific moment.
Well, did I win the World Cup, for example?
No.
No.
Definitely not. Close though, quite close in the end.
So that'll be semi-finals, I'm assuming, or something like that. Quarter-finals, something.
Oh,
Did I play during the 90s for England?
Yes.
Yep.
Am I John Frusciante? No, he never played the World Cup.
No.
John Pashanu.
Am I Des Walker
No.
Played in the World Cup.
in the World
Actually, I
Cup?
think.
Terry Venables?
No.
I don't know. Oh,
No, you said 90s.
I'm trying to think. Have I played in the Premier League since the 90s?
Yes.
Like, Paul Scholes?
No.
No.
Gary Neville?
No.
No.
Gary Pallister?
No.
No.
Should we make
Do you want a clue?
It's not. His first name isn't Gary.
Yeah, do you want a clue?
Yeah, go
You
for it.
played in a World Cup semi-final.
For England.
Gareth Southgate?
No.
World Cup semi. That was
I don't know.
European Championship. Yeah,
Oh.
European Championship.
Stuart Pearce?
No.
Alan Shearer?
Think World in Motion, but not in the
Oh,
video.
would I be John Barnes?
No, not in the video.
I can't.
This is a.
I'm going to give you a really good
Stumped
clue.
on a football
I
question.
know, yeah.
It's
I'll hold
like
this.
he's like Glenn Hoddle, but not.
Oh, you are.
You are an absolute.
What an absolute giveaway.
I'm
man.
assuming that means it's Chris Waddle.
Dear me, Callum. Dear me. Hang your head in shame. That was.
He wasn't going to get it.
Well,
Cameron.
not one of the first.
Well, we ain't got time for two, have we?
Yeah, it's 3 minutes left. 2.5 minutes
All right
left.
then. Go on then.
Is this again a
I've still
footballer?
got to do
Yeah,
my-
it's World Cup related.
I've still got to do my list.
We haven't got time.
Oh, what? Just do this instead?
No, we haven't got time.
I've spent. I've just written and know we're doing this. Cameron, get back in here, man. We're doing this now. No,
Back to the old favourite two-word tango.
I spent.
We have not got long to do this.
You know,
Did I go?
no, we ain't got time for either of them. We need to end on a song.
No, we're
Let's
ending with the
do a
quickest
brief
two-word.
summary.
We're doing the quickest two-word tango ever.
Okay,
Explain it, Tom.
2002 World Cup teams.
What, the teams in that World Cup?
Yeah, that's it now. 'Cause we ain't got time.
Just
for much.
2002?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got them all written down.
Japan.
Yeah.
Turkey?
Spain.
France.
South Korea?
Greece.
No.
Whoa!
England knocked them out in the qualifying stages. That Beckham free kick.
Right, Cameron's gone.
Is it you next and Callum?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course. We literally have 1 minute.
Right, let's go.
England.
Yep.
Brazil?
Yes, obviously.
Argentina.
Italia?
Italia.
Portugal.
Romania?
No.
Yes!
Oh, you beat James.
Oh, was that you?
And we're going to end on World in Motion, aren't we?
Yeah.
When
So-
they avoid the hair's red.
Oh,
That was
James
98.
loses.
Is that the
James
first?
lost. James lost both because he never really got.
No,
Chris
he
Waddle.
did get Waddle after you
Oh,
practically told
Yeah,
him.
that was just a given.
Saudi Arabia there.
No, I got 2006 in there, but Saudi Arabia is there. And so is China. China got there.
Did they?
Yeah, China
Yeah,
and
because there
Australia.
wasn't South Korea and Japan qualifying, was it?
Oh yeah. So that has been Sporting Brunch episode 11, Trials and Tribulations. Anyone want to have a guess at the meaning behind my title?
Oh, no idea.
Tom's
Tell us.
reaction at the start.
No. No, it was Daniel Ricciardo and Lewis Hamilton.
Fantastic. Let's end on an England classic.
So this is the World in Motion by New Order to outro us out for the World Cup. We'll see you next week. We'll do
See you next week.
So
Come on, England, lads. Come on, England.
We'll see you next. We'll see you next week, guys. We'll see you next week. Come on, the Germans. Goodbye.